So what's good, homies? It's your man, Dr. BOA. You know, the one thing that I tell you men all the time is that no matter what you think and no matter how you're dealing with a woman, you have got to understand that women respond to pressure being put on them. Women respond to you placing demands on them. Women respond to you having requirements for them to be in a position of being in your life. And a lot of you men lose focus on that. And you think that you're doing a great deed for yourself, your woman, and the relationship when you allow her to just come and go as she pleases and do whatever she needs to do. And you allow her to earn everything that you give her by just being there. And I'm telling you, women don't respond positively to that. Now, women won't admit that when they're young, but when they start to approach the wall or even get on the other side of it, they will admit that. Now, somebody sent me a video on IG with this R&B singer, Jill Scott. She's hit the wall, crossed over to the other side of it. And from always being a big girl, she at one point did present a certain energy that was inviting to men. And so she had a lot of male fans. But as she got older, the truth of who she was started to come out with some of her displays on stage and some other things that took place. Here's the thing. She recently did an interview and she was saying the same thing I tell you men all the time. That if you want your woman to respond in the way that you want her to, you got to keep your gaiters planted squarely on her neck. Not because you're cruel, not because you're mean, but simply because that's what it takes to make a woman perform at the highest level. Let's take a deep dive on this one. But first, let's elevate to a higher plane. Prepare for takeoff. Now, the truth of the matter is this. We can say whatever we want to say, and we can act like these are egregious things when we talk about them, but what we're talking about is the truth, man. We're talking about applying the ism to the square world. And the only way you're going to be able to deal with these women, especially these modern women, is if you do just that. But let's take a look at this video, man, and we'll come back and chop it up on a real tip.
And don't be scared of me. If you're scared of me, I will eat you.
Damn, Jill.
We're in her place.
Damn.
I'm not kidding. So it's no point in me dating someone that's afraid of me because I can walk all over you. And who wants that? Nobody wants that. I'll end up doing that and feel bad about it. And
then leaving the person and they're crying. And
then you're like, I'm dating a bitch ass and I don't really,
Why?
No respect.
Why?
They forget you from Philly sometimes.
I say it like this. If you can tell me what to do, then you can tell me what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do.
Damn,
Does that make sense?
I want to tweet that, but it ain't going to sound the same. You ain't got to change it. I'm going to have to capitalize certain parts, though.
Exactly.
Now, what you see is a woman who has finally gotten to the point in life, albeit too late for the most part, where she admits that in order for a man to have a successful relationship with her, he has to keep his gaiters on her neck. He has to be in full control of the scenario. She's admitting that, yes, I'm going to push back. And listen to the words she says. If you're weak, I'm going to eat you up. Woman's going to eat you alive, man. She's saying she's a man eater. If you're a weak man, then the woman's going to eat you up. And I know some beta males say, man, Johnny going to come in here and say, what, Dr. BOA? Why come I got to be strong for the woman? How come I got to be strong for the woman, Dr. BOA? Sometimes a man can be weak, Dr. BOA. We ain't got to be strong, Dr. BOA. We ain't always got to be masculine, Dr. BOA. See, the problem with you men in that outfit, Dr. BOA, y'all ain't in touch with your feminine side. You try to suppress that feminine side instead of embracing it. Now, sometimes, man like me, Dr. BOA, sometimes I dress like you, and sometimes I dress like a woman. But that's okay, Dr. BOA. I'm in touch with my feminine side. And I don't want to deal with no woman who can't respect the fact that sometimes I'm going to be the woman too. Now see, that's what you need to start preaching, Dr. BOA. And until you start preaching that, you know what I'm going to do? Unsubscribe. Okay, unsubscribe, sucker, but before you go, let me tell you this. What you just said is totally illogical. because man was made in the image of God, and then woman was created for man. And so what you have to understand is that all this woman is doing is being honest. Every woman is this way. Even whether they're honest about it or not, everyone may not be so open about it. Everyone may not be as aggressive about it as she is, but deep down inside, every woman needs this in her life. A woman needs a man who knows he's a man before he get the woman. You can't get the woman and the woman validate you as a man in your own mind. You got to be a man with or without a woman. You got to be a man in the core of your being. And that's why I tell you men all the time, you have got to know how to take control of your life. And then keep in mind that when a woman comes into your life, she falls under that control immediately. If she can't fall under that control willingly, then there's no need for her to be there. Because like we say, it's my way or no way, and no way is okay. We don't care if the woman leaves, but if the woman is going to stay, she is going to be bound by the rules in the game that we play. Period. And here's a woman saying, I don't mind that, but I'm not going to just come in, yes, I'm here and I'll do whatever you say. You can't expect that from a modern woman. You couldn't expect that from any woman. I'm telling you guys, women were the way they were in years past because the law stipulated and men had a better hand at being able to control their household. Men had the backing of the law in order to be able to control their household. You don't have that anymore, so you got to start from the gate letting the woman know, hey, it's my way or no way. You understand what I'm saying? That's why a woman needs to show you attraction confirmation, because you can't do my way or no way when you cold approach the woman when you show her attraction confirmation. But if you do this the right way, step to step, then you understand that the woman in your life wants you to take control, even if you have allowed her to be in control. Just take control. She ain't going to immediately leave. She going to try it on for size. If it don't fit, then so what? You have regained control of your life. That's the goal. Your goal is never to keep the woman. Your goal is to control your life. And as long as the woman can fall under that control, then she can come and share her soul. But if she can't do that no more, then she can pack her stuff and go. That's how you got to have it with every woman in your life, with every person in your life. That's your goal, to build your life to the point where you can control your dynamic and interaction with the people around you. Because the one thing you know is that the rules that you put in place are going to benefit you if they don't benefit anyone else. And that's just how you have to be as a man. Does it sound selfish? It may. Is it selfish? It could be. Is that going to change the fact that that's how we're going to live? Probably not. It is your job as a man to understand that if you're building a kingdom, then be the king. And everybody is under the submission of the rule of the king. You must have that reverence from your woman. You must have that submission from your woman. You must have that respect from your woman. She must understand that the rules you make are fair to her and they're good for you. You ain't got to be good to a woman, just be fair to her. Women want fairness. They think they want good because men are so unfair when they're in a relationship with a woman, because of the jealousy, because of the greed, because of the envy of the woman, or for whatever reason. And these men end up not being fair with the woman. A woman don't want love. A woman don't want like. A woman don't want kindness. A woman don't want fairness, man. She just wants to know that what she earns is going to be given to her. She just wants to know that when she puts in work, she's going to be rewarded for it. She's going to be appreciated for it. That's just fairness. That ain't about being a simp. That ain't about being lovey-dovey. That's just about being fair. If anybody else, if a man come to my crib right now, man, put a roof on it. I mean, I don't need a roof, but let's say a man came to my crib, I had some storm damage, need a roof put on it. You know what that man going to want when he's done? He going to want his compensation. Now, that's the roof of the house. We talking about the house that is your life, the business that is your life. If a woman come in and contribute to it cold-hearted, man, cold-blooded, then you gotta let her know you love it by putting her into the part of the budget. You gotta do that, brothers. And I'm telling you, it's no big deal to control your interaction with a woman because she wants it and you need it. You have to accept the fact that it's your right as a man, it's your duty as a man, it's your number one job as a man to control the environment and the people in it. So if you have a woman in your life in a relationship type of status, you have to be in control. And see, this is what happens. This is why relationships turn for the worse, because a man goes in on that submissive stuff and he is not dominating the relationship. He is not controlling it. And then it hits a fan because it gets to the point where it pokes his manhood in such a way that he has to rear back and he has to try to rebuild his manhood. And so now you have two people that can't get along at all. They always at each other's neck instead of the man just taking charge from the beginning. Women want you to be in control. They want you to be in control. Even these women is out here flying the independent woman mantra. They're doing that, man, partially by choice and partially because they had to. Partially because they got tired of making bad mistakes and picking the wrong men. But this is a new day, a new age, new era. And we as men are going to control our interaction with women. Because we will walk and stay gone. Why? Just because we can. And we owe it to ourselves. So I promise you, men, if you don't listen to anything else I've ever told you, listen to this. A woman ain't gonna ever do what you don't let her do. And on the other hand, a woman ain't gonna ever do what you don't make her do. That's just the bottom line. Don't give up your power to a woman. Once you give up the power to the woman, the relationship is over. You just in a relationship with a woman who does not respect you. And if a woman does not respect you, a woman cannot love you. And if a woman doesn't respect or love you, a woman can't even like you. So you're sleeping with the enemy. All because you let that disrespect slide the first time. Always nip it in the bud. And always let a woman know. This is your world. She's just a squirrel looking for a nut. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men have to say. I'm out.